Good evening and welcome. Thanks very much for tuning in to NDTV. I'm Padmaja Joshi, and on every story that matters, the buck stops here. And our top focus today, even as the entire world is talking about that big Trump-Modi meeting that is to happen tomorrow, a shocking story is unfolding right here in our country, under our noses, in Tamil Nadu. It's a fight for the right to pray. And it has put devotees at the Lord Subramanya Swamy Temple and the DMK government in Tamil Nadu eyeball to eyeball. And today came a massive vindication for these devotees who simply wanted their right to light the Karthigai Deepam festival lamp at the Deepathoon stone pillar on the Thiruparankundram hill. The Madras High Court dismissed the Tamil Nadu government's appeal against the order that had allowed devotees to light lamps at the hilltop and called the plea itself one that had been filed with an ulterior motive. But the question is, what is that ulterior motive? Why would someone be stopped purely from lighting lamps at their temple? For that, you need to understand the background and the politics of this controversy. This Thiruparankundram hill has been a site contested by the Hindu devotees and the adjoining Muslim Dargah. The hill houses the temple dedicated to Lord Subramanya Swamy and the Sikandar Badushah Dargah. On Monday, though, the Madurai Bench of the Madras High Court ordered that the temple administration should light the lamp at the Deepathoon on Wednesday, and yet it did not happen. The temple administration was told by the court, light that lamp. Come 6 p.m., it did not happen. It simply did not happen. It did not happen despite a court order. It did not happen despite CISF cover being given to those who won their right to light the lamp, and they won that right from court. It was a court order. It did not happen in brazen contempt of that very court order. Today as well, the Madras High Court gave the state a second round of tongue lashing. To the argument that the lamp lighting would have created communal disturbance, the court reminded the state that communal harmony cannot be achieved by preventing one party from doing their religious function, and in fact, harmony is possible only by coexistence. Think about it. Despite two orders of the court, in fact now 3 orders of the court, why did devotees not get the simple right to light a lamp? Even the court was forced to ask, once a year, if believers are lighting this sacred flame without affecting anyone, why is there any difficulty? Why should it be made so hard? But despite all of this, even as we speak, the state government has remained defiant. It has argued in court that not only did some people try to create a law and order situation, but the court's order itself was one of judicial overreach. They asked, how could the court allow for the CISF or ask for the CISF to be deployed there in order to give security for those who are going to light the lamp? All of these arguments were struck down. The plea itself was dismissed. The plea was called one with an ulterior motive. Ultimately, it was the devotees who had a ruling in their favor. But despite all of this, imagine the courts have intervened. They have again and again questioned the intent of the government. But despite all of that, even as we speak, that lamp has not been lit. Now, the simple question you must ask yourself, what is the concern here? Is the concern really for upholding the law? And is that concern going to be fulfilled by being in contempt of the law, by actually defying the court? Or is there something far more sinister, in the words of the court, far more ulterior at play? You decide.
செயல்படுது போலி மதசார்பின்மைக்காகவும் தேர்தலுக்காகவும் இந்த அரசாங்கம் தேவையில்லாத ஒரு பதட்டமான சூழ்நிலையை இந்த பெரும்பான்மை சமுதாய மக்கள் மீது ஏவி விடப்பட்டிருக்கிறது. இதில் இஸ்லாமிய அமைப்புகள் எல்லோரும் மிக வருத்தப்படுகிறார்கள். எனக்கு வேண்டிய எல்லோருமே இஸ்லாமியர்கள்லாம் தேவையில்லாத விஷயத்தை பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. இன்றைக்கி தர்கா பக்கத்தில் இருக்குது, எந்த விதமான பிரச்சனையும் இல்லை. யாரும் அங்கே போய் எந்த தொந்தரவு பண்ண மாட்டாங்க, அவசியமும் இல்லை. இது தீபத்தூண். ஆனால் அரசு வழங்கி நினைச்சிருக்கோம்னா எல்லை தூண் அப்படின்றாங்க. எல்லை தூணுன்னா அரசு வழக்கறிஞர் படிச்சிருக்காரு, அவருக்கு அறிவு இருக்காங்கிறது எனக்கு தெரியல. எல்லைக்கல்னா 4 பக்கத்துலையும் இருக்கும், தீபத்தூண்னாலும் ஒரு பக்கத்தில் இருக்கும். பேராசிரியர் இருக்கார், அவர் இன்னும் என்ன விட நல்ல விளக்கமாக சொல்லுவார். ஆக போலி மதச்சார்பின்மையில் தான் இன்றைக்கி இந்த அரசாங்கம் வாழ்ந்துட்டு இருக்கு. ஆயுள் காலம் நெருங்கிட்டு இருக்கு. கவுண்ட் டவுன் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு.
No, this is the mischief played by the BJP and its alliance. The problem here is the local people are not happy with this, the entry of these people. They want to create trouble in the hill. Local people welcome. When they were chased away by the police, local people happily received it. They were with the police. Why should they trouble the local people? As if they are the saviors of Hinduism. They are not the saviors of Hindus.
Joining us on the show today, we have Pradeep Bhandari, national spokesperson of the BJP, M.R. Venkatesh, advocate who's handling this matter. He, in fact, is the advocate for the devotees, Dushyant Sridhar, Vedic scholar, Dr. Kalanidhi Veeraswamy, member of parliament of the DMK, and political analyst Dr. Pulla Rao. Dr. Kalanidhi Veeraswamy, the first question naturally is to you. How can the court's orders be ignored in this fashion? Why aren't the devotees being allowed to light the lamp?
Vanakkam to everybody. Let me start by saying that this court order is being questioned mainly because there was a case which was filed in 2014 and for a similar problem, and there was a judgment by a single judge saying that the present practice of lighting the lamp at the Uchipillayar Koil should be continued. And then this was challenged again, and in 2017 a two-judge bench has given an order stating that the same practice should be continued, and the case was dismissed. So subsequently, now they have come again to another court where a single judge gives an order which violates what the two-judge bench have ordered in 2017. So this has actually become a legal conundrum, because when you have two-judge bench giving an order, it is something similar to saying like a seven-judge bench of the Supreme Court, that order is being violated by a single-judge order by the Supreme Court.
So
see, this cannot happen. So we have asked for
right
clarifications.
Now, on the 4th of December 2025, the court, a two-judge bench, has asked for the lamp to be lit. And in fact, I want to read out some of the observations made today. In fact, some of the things said in the order today. The learned single judge, having found that the state machinery willfully decided not to implement the direction, citing pendency of unnumbered appeal, called upon the assistance of CISF for enforcing the directions. The situation has arisen in which the state police unable to carry out the constitution mandate. Here you've got the court saying that the government is willfully ignoring what the court has said, and your police is unable to carry out the constitutional mandate. The question is why? Even as we speak, and that's the big breaking news right now, even as we speak, the prohibitory orders have not been removed from that area. The people who were there to light the lamp, they are not being allowed. And the local officials there are saying, we are going in appeal, so we are not going to allow you to carry out the lighting of a lamp which has been allowed to you by the court. The law of the land allows these devotees to light the lamp, Dr. Kalanidhi Veeraswamy, and your police is stopping them. Why?
Okay, I will answer that. See, the lighting of the lamp has been happening in this Uchipillayar Koil for the last several decades, if not a century. And this new order is stating that it should be lit in a new place, which has not been in vogue for several decades. So now when there is a controversy like this and there is local tensions over there, the local authorities are best suited to understand how the sentiments are playing over there. And the court order also, if you just read Justice G.R. Swaminathan's order, he has said that the petitioner and 10 other people can go to the temple and to the hill and they can light the lamp. But if you see, there were hundreds of people who have gone there carrying several
So you're saying that the local administration knows better than the court? Because you made the same argument yesterday. Today that argument was shot down. In fact, when it comes to the whole idea of communal harmony, you have made that argument. And the court has very specifically said communal harmony can't be achieved by restricting religious acts. It has to be done with both sides acting together.
See, this is the same attitude with which the Ram Temple issue was approached, where everybody, the thousands of people who went there desecrated the mosque over there. This is the same kind of a judgment which caused the problem which is happening in Manipur, where a judge had given a verdict about a reservation policy which changed the things over there. Where
the greatest of
hundreds
respect,
people
sir, are you saying that the court doesn't know this?
What has been happening for 2 years?
Are you questioning the wisdom of the court that has not once, not twice, but thrice said that this deep should be lit? Are you questioning the wisdom of the court?
No, no, it is not about the question of questioning the wisdom of the court. We are basically saying that this particular judge, he has given this order where there have been several allegations, accusations about him by retired chief justices.
But are you questioning the integrity of the judge? Are you now questioning the integrity of the judge?
No, it is not me questioning. There is one Justice K. Chandru who has made this observation. I am only telling you what.
Sir, it was a two-judge bench.
Spoken about him.
It's a two-judge bench. Are you questioning the integrity of both the judges?
No, two-judge bench has dismissed the appeal of the state government.
Exactly.
The state government has decided
you appealed saying that the deep should not be lit, and they dismissed your petition.
And the state government feels that. Let me finish, madam. The problem which is happening over there is something which can lead to a law and order problem. And if you look at this, even the Sabrimala case, there was a Supreme Court direction for women to be permitted. But the Kerala government could not do that because of the problems which were being faced by them.
Okay, let me open this up. Let me quickly get in MR Venkatesh. MR Venkatesh, ultimately it is the discretion of the government. And I'll come to you, Pradeep Bhandari, on the political aspect of this as well. It is the discretion of the government. They know better what is happening on the ground, and they fear a law and order situation.
Padmaja, I am before Justice Swaminathan, and technically I am on my legs before him. So I will be very brief and to the point. This case is over 102 years. First thing, let me correct you, or my learned friend, Mr. Veerasamy. Civil court in 1923 gave a judgment in favor of the Hindus. It went up to the Privy Council and it was affirmed. Then in 1996, Justice Kanakaraj, a single judge of Madras High Court, said, barring the Dargah, you can light the Karthigai Deepam anywhere 15 meters away from the Dargah. He said, just keep a 15-meter buffer zone and light the lamp anywhere. Now, this Deepathoon on inspection by Justice Swaminathan, who went there personally, estimates it's more than 50 to 60 meters. This is the first thing. Second thing, the hill itself is revered as Lord Shiva. The hill itself is Lord Shiva. People don't know this. This is a hillock like Tiruvannamalai. This is a hillock which is revered as Lord Shiva. The third point, as far as law and order is concerned, yesterday 144 was section 163 BNSS, which corresponds to 144 CRPC, was invoked by the collector, and that was squashed today when the police commissioner of Madurai appeared before his lordship Justice Swaminathan. And yesterday on that order of Justice Swaminathan, Justice Jayachandran's bench agreed with Justice Swaminathan's assessment that law and order will not break down. Please understand this. And why it will not break down is 1994 as well as in 2013, the Dargah committee has given an assurance in writing that they welcome the lighting of the lamp at the Deepathoon. It is not the Muslim, there is no Hindu-Muslim problem. The problem is with these secularists. The problem is with Dravidian parties who care two hoots about the constitution, who care two hoots about courts, care two hoots about the law and order situation, and they think it is their fundamental right to trample on the Hindu sentiments.
Dr. Veerasamy, how are you saying that? How are you saying that, sir? Dr. Veerasamy is very clear that right now the situation on ground is volatile, which is why these precautions have been taken. Am I right?
No, that is his assessment. Please understand. He is a politician. He can speak whatever he wants. And I am not here to buy his diarrhea. I am here to tell you very clearly that Veerasamy is not the authority. The authority is the courts. And if you want, If the
I am not.
Constitution
I am not. I have
mandates
never
that
claimed
my
myself
right
to be
has
the authority.
no, please keep quiet, sir. I didn't interfere. You please keep quiet. You will listen to me. If it requires that a constitutional order of the court, that is what Justice Jayachandran observes, that tomorrow if you have to say that if I have to do something which is intraverse the constitution, it is the responsibility of the state government to ensure that. Otherwise, my advice to Mr. Veeraswamy's party is resign and go. Say that you are not able to
Dr.
uphold the law and order.
Veeraswamy, Dr. Veeraswamy, the intent is not about law and order, it's about politics.
It is not about politics, and they are saying that we are people who
Absolutely
are
about politics.
and we do
It is
not,
only about pandering to
respect
the Muslim
religion of
votes.
Hinduism. But one
Absolute,
second, sir, now I am talking. You
disrespect
kindly
the court,
keep
sir.
quiet. You kindly keep quiet.
No. You
when
cannot
were
bullshit. You
interrupted
cannot
upon
bullshit in a
when you
TV
had the
program
liberty
about
to ask
something.
me to keep quiet.
No,
you cannot
Language,
intervene when I am
language.
replying.
I will also demand
Let's
that.
keep it parliamentary.
You are intervening when I am replying, and if this is how you are going to be conducting your debate, I don't think there is any point in even having a discussion about this. This is not called a debate. You are
sir.
shouting
the court
over me.
order has to be followed. Please understand.
If this is what you want, I will leave the floor to you where you can talk the whole point. You can throw all kinds of rubbish on the DMK party and the government over here, and I will keep listening. If that is what you want, I can keep quiet for the whole period of this time.
Dr. Veeraswamy, intent is political. The charge against you is you are doing it for appeasement or politics.
Kindly ask the gentleman to complete whatever accusations or whatever he was leveling.
Yes, go on, respond.
There is no accusation against you. It's only contempt against you for the type of politics and branding that you do. You bring down the stature of Tamil Nadu. That is the charge.
Dr. Veeraswamy.
You don't respect court orders.
Dr. Veeraswamy, respond.
Can I respond now?
Yes.
So you are talking about a government which for the last 4.5 years, the temples are all under the protection of the government of Tamil Nadu. And the government of Tamil Nadu is being headed by the DMK party. And the amount of work which has been done in the temples, especially our HRNC minister, Mr. Shekhar Babu, who is an ardent devotee of Lord Muruga and Lord Ayyappa, he has done yeoman amount of work where not even any BJP ruled states, they would have had that amount of work which is being done for the temples in Tamil Nadu. And the extent of work which has been done is being belittled just for political reasons. The earlier speaker, Mr. Venkatesh, was accusing this government, and every time there is an election coming up, that is how the BJP party and the right-wing people, they start throwing accusations and trying to create some kind of ruckus.
Why would repeatedly the court shoot down your arguments? That is the basic question. Had it just been about the BJP going to court, and are you, Pradeep Bhandari, trying to create another Babri-like situation, like Dr. Veeraswamy is saying? You are trying to yoke your wagon to another religious cause. He's mentioned the Babri.
Padmaja, on your show, the DMK panelist openly criticized the Supreme Court's order for saying that Ayodhya Prabhu Shri Ram's Janbhoomi is Prabhu Shri Ram's Janbhoomi, a grand temple should be made. So till date, the pseudo-secularist and the appeasing DMK, which called Sanatan as dengue, malaria, AIDS, is not able to digest the fact that Hindus have a grand Ram temple following the constitutional process at Ayodhya Ram Mandir. And this is the exact mindset that they are applying by not allowing the Deepam to be lit at the Deepathoon.
That's exactly what they're saying, that you're trying to turn Madurai into the Ayodhya of the South. That is exactly the allegation.
Well, the truth of the matter is, Padmaja, that Hindus have submitted themselves to the writ of the law. And what did the DMK government give them in return is the lathi. Can you please tell me which court, what is the law? What does the constitution say? That a Supreme Court or a High Court order has to be implemented in letter and spirit by the state government. The duty of the state government is to ensure that law and order situation is maintained. But there is a larger conspiracy here. DMK government purposely ensured that the law and order situation was not maintained so that they could impose Section 144 and prevent the Hindu devotees from following their faith after the order of the Madras High Court. So what the DMK government here has done is they have imposed a cost. They have imposed a cost on the Hindus for practicing their constitutional right under Article 25. Because if yesterday 1,000 Hindus were going there to light the Deepam by lathi charging and imposing Section 144, 144. They are ensuring that not 1,000 but 900 go. Now please tell me that had they practiced the same barometer, had it to do with another faith? No. Did the Hindus not follow the law? They followed
Dr.
the
Pulla
law.
Rao.
Did the Hindus not follow the constitutional process? They followed the constitutional process. Whose responsibility was it to maintain this law and order in 10 seconds? This exact mindset of sensitive areas, not able to apply the law, it was followed by the Congress party. That is why you could not have an Ayodhya Ram Mandir for decades. The same anti-Hindu mindset is followed by the DMK, where the Hindus are treated as second-grade citizens. Despite the court order, they are not able to practice their faith. This is the breakdown of the constitutional machinery.
Dr. Pulla Rao.
Have they applied the same principles
May I
for any
speak
other faith?
after Mr. Sridhar, because they know that I can comment on each one.
No, Dr. Pulla Rao, you please respond to this, that this is trying to do vote bank politics. It's as simple as that.
Well, let me tell you, all legacy issues are very painful. You know, many of us who are very faithful, who believe in the Hindu faith, these are legacy issues which we have to tread very carefully. I appreciate Mr. Venkatesh's fight, and also I have nothing against it. He has done a great fight. He has won a court battle. That's the way things should be. But this is, I may say, with some experience or something, this is a legacy issue. We should handle it very carefully.
Sir, it is not a legacy issue. Now it is a legal issue. It is a legal issue. Let's be absolutely clear. And let's keep Pradeep Bhandari, M.R. Venkatesh, and Pulla Rao on the screen, please. Let's be absolutely clear on this bogey that is being perpetuated right now. The court in its order has said, and I think it's important for the viewers to know this, the court has said clearly, lighting the lamp at the lower peak will not affect the rights of the Dargah or Muslims in any manner. So whoever is saying that a communal cauldron is bubbling over there, the court is clear. There is no communal danger over there.
The court is not going by press reports. The court is going by that law. The court is not competent to decide what's going on the ground. They're given the law.
The court is not competent?
Fair enough.
The court is not competent? Pradeep Bhandari, the court is not competent?
Agency that
Padmaja, this exposes
the police has to ensure.
One minute.
The DMK government is creating a situation on the ground so that they get an alibi to not implement the court order. This is exactly what the Congress party did for decades by not allowing the Ram Mandir to come.
I don't. You see,
it is a sensitive
you have
area.
some manners.
This is exactly the same mindset.
I don't want to hear your voice.
Sir, I will not.
Enough.
No.
You spoke enough. What do you know?
You cannot. You speak the law.
Let me talk.
You speak the law.
What are you lecturing me for? What are you lecturing me for?
I will lecture you because of you.
You're not competent.
You know what the court said when I quote the court. Harmony doesn't mean blocking rituals.
No, you can't interrupt.
You know, Dr. Pulla Rao, the reason why this needs to be called out, and it needs to be called out in all stark detail, is because the way things have happened since the beginning of this week, it just reeks of impunity. Let me give a little bit of background to the viewers. First, you had one court order come on Monday. This entire ritual was supposed to take place at 6 p.m. yesterday. It didn't happen at 6 p.m. Then suddenly the devotees said, what's going on? There is no preparation that has been done. Then they said, the court said, okay, you go, 10 people should go and light it. We will give you CISF cover. Then the government said, oh, this seems to be judicial overreach. We are not going to allow this. We are going to appeal against it. That appeal was struck down today. Separately, the court again said, please go and light the Deepam today. We want it lit today. The court was absolutely clear that there is no communal harmony that is going to be disturbed, that in the name of communal harmony, people cannot be stopped, one side cannot be stopped from the practice of their religion. And more importantly, because the 6 p.m. deadline yesterday was missed, and in what way possible? When the court asked, why did the Deepam not get lit at 6 p.m., the temple's council actually said, we were unable to reach the executive officer responsible for carrying out the directive. That is the impunity with which people have functioned. You simply said, we couldn't reach him. Why? Was he in the jungles of the Amazon? Could he not be reached? Could you not call him? Could you not send a fax? Could you not call one of his associates? You simply cannot reach him, and you basically cocked a snook at the law, and that's not us saying it, it's the court which has used those words. Now let's come to the point, Dushyant Sridhar, of the larger legacy issues that are being made. It's being argued if for 100 years you had no problem of this particular contested area having the Deepam lit, why are you waking up suddenly? Are you trying to create trouble? Are you trying to foment passions in Tamil Nadu? Dushyant Sridhar.
Namaskaram Padmaja, and namaskaram to all my fellow panelists, and namaskaram to the viewers who are watching this show. First of all, you don't expect anything remarkable from a government where a sitting minister on stage with the HRNC minister on stage calls Sanatana Dharma as AIDS and cholera. You don't expect much. And when their own family members speak and recite verses in Sanskrit, the son calls the language dead. Is absolutely an oxymoron, and that is visible on stage. And coming to the point, this is a temple which has been venerated for over 2,000 years, Padmaja. We have the Tamil, the language, the Tamil, which was formed in Madurai and which was nourished by Shiva, who is the principal deity. Skanda, Muruga is the deity who developed the Tamil language, and for all their facade that we are protectors of the Tamil language doesn't find any mention here, because you're taking away the rights of a beautiful festival, of the Tamil festival, for a Tamil god on a day when devotees are happy. So they don't have respect for the language Tamil. They don't have respect for the culture and the festivals that we all celebrate as Tamilians. They don't have any respect or any knowledge of the literature. People who call legacy issues cannot even tell what is the name of the deity in the temple, what is the name assigned by the poets, and they will just keep rambling because of their age. Age has nothing to do with wisdom. It's just pure expertise in the scriptures and the literature with which you talk. And to me, as a Hindu, I feel not belonging to any political party. I can tell you this is a big setback for the Hindus, because they have elected a government which is absolutely against their rights.
Why?
That's their motive. That's their motive. This language protection, Tamil culture, all the shields that they use is not true at all. Principally against, because when you have a festival for the Tamil god Murugan, that is not celebrated, and what you do as a protection is to Sikandar Alauddin Shah, who for 30 years between 1336 and 1378 massacred the Tamilians, and all of this is recorded in history. And you are there to protect that who has no connection with the Tamil language, and you don't have the audacity to celebrate a Tamil festival which is meant for the Tamil people.
Dr. Veeraswamy.
Absolutely a double edge.
No, it is actually shameful that the person is spitting so much of venom about this government. But anyway, I will answer this. This government, like I had told earlier, that they have the ones who have done the... Sir, if you want to keep talking, I will keep quiet, and I will keep quiet the whole show, sir. No problem at all. We have no problems. You can rant and rave how much ever you want. You want me to keep quiet? I will stay quiet. You conduct the show with only the other three people talking about the MK party and blaming us. I have absolutely no problem.
Can you speak about the verses in Tamil that were quoted by Jnana Sambandar about the deity? Because you don't believe in the literature. Quote.
Dr. Veeraswamy.
Please quote.
No, he's talking about some Jnana Sambandar, what he quoted. I am not here for a religious contest about who is a bigger Hindu or whatever. You mean to say that everybody who knows about Jnana Sambandar, what he quoted is...
To the panel, you should have that knowledge, not everybody.
Sir, you can kindly go ahead and talk. I mean, like, you finish talking and then I will speak.
Sir, Mr. Veeraswamy, it is better for your own dignity. You keep your mouth shut. That is better for you.
Okay. Let's please treat each other with respect. But very humbly, Dr. Veeraswamy. You want me to keep my mouth shut?
I'm perfectly fine with that. I will be perfect. It will be perfectly fine for me.
No, because Dr. Veeraswamy, it is your government which is in the dock. Let's be absolutely clear. There are people who are livid today because there is a sense of disbelief that you go to court, you fight the legal fight, and despite that, a government holds you back even as we speak. And that's the other big news coming in right now. People who were gathered there to light the Deepam, they thought that finally, after 3 separate court orders, they are finally going to be given right of way. They have been detained. Let's fire that breaking news. They have all been detained. They have been picked up by the police because the prohibitory orders, the order was that the lighting of the Deepam should be allowed, but that permission has not been given by the state. Amid that entire court drama, the government remains adamant. There is a sense of what is going on. People are messaging right now. People are calling and saying, we are at our wits' end. Let's quickly listen in to what happened at that moment.
Sir, dramatic scene just outside the Thiruparankundram hilltop. They are even after Madurai Bench of Madras High Court ordered revoking of 144 and asked the police commissioner to give protection to the petitioner to light the Deepam in top of the hill. Police officials here say they won't allow. They are going to appeal against the order of revoking of 144. So they strictly say they won't allow anyone to go to the top of the hill, and they say they have to wait still as police on behalf of police officials, they are going to appeal against the revoking of 144 order. You know, there was a legal argument between the temple administration, between the state government and between the state government and the petitioner side. There was a argument where the temple administration told that here it would create a chaotic situation, law and order situation if we allow to yesterday there was a scenes in Thiruparankundram where the barricades were broken, scuffle was happened. How you see the overall developments in Tamil Nadu?
So, overall Tamil Nadu, there is no problem. Because of only the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu creating the problem. Yesterday it will be allowed, but it will be very smoothly. But this situation is created by the Tamil Nadu government.
But DMK say...
Dr. Veeraswamy, people picked up, people detained. Why?
Yeah. Okay, if I were to understand this, the G.R. Swaminathan's judgment was very clear, saying that petitioner and 10 other people could go and light the lamp. But here we are talking about hundreds, if not thousands of people who were there, and there was a fear that there may be a law and order problem, and you already know that 2 police have been beaten up and they have been injured. So when this kind of a tense situation is existing over there, the ground situation is something where the local administration, even if there is a court order, they know pretty well that they are going to be facing contempt of the court, and they probably are going to be even penalized for this. So they are the ones who will have the best judgment to decide about how to handle a crowd of thousands of people.
Weapons in their hand, and it's a law.
Yes, sir, if you want to keep talking, I told you earlier, if you want to keep talking, you please go ahead and keep talking. I will keep quiet the whole show.
I will. You should keep quiet, because you are a Hindu-hating man and your party is a Hindu-hating party which is not implementing the court order for its Hindu hate and minority vote bank politics. Were they carrying weapons in their hand that it's a law and order problem? What were they doing that it's a law and order problem? Can you please tell me? Devotees going to light a diya is a law and order problem?
Dr.
Will you
Veeraswamy,
apply the same principle? How is it a law and order problem?
No, he is the one who said you have to keep quiet. So I don't know what he wants me to do. Whether he wants me to answer him or he just wants to keep shouting and creating a ruckus over here.
I want your government to allow Hindus and implement the court order.
What is the need?
That is what I want. Follow the letter and spirit of the Indian Constitution.
Like I said, that the local administration are the best judges. So you talk so much about the court order. There was a Supreme Court order about the Sabarimala case where they said that women should be permitted to go and visit the temple there. But from 2018 to date, it has not been implemented. Why are you not fighting against it and going against the government over there? You know pretty well that the sentiments of the local people over there will create a law and order problem. That is exactly what will happen over here as well. See, the BJP is only looking at opportunity where you will create a law and order problem. Come elections, you immediately take the religion card and you will make a big ruckus of this, and you talk about Sanatan Dharma, saying that Sanatana Dharma is something which the DMK is against.
You call Sanatan Dharma as dengue malaria aid, Mr. Veeraswamy. Your party wants to consolidate the vote bank. It failed nationally.
Keep quiet and just shut up and listen to what I am saying when I am speaking. If not, you tell me. I will keep quiet. You decide what you need. Do you want answers, or you just want to keep ranting?
No, I want you to implement the court order.
And keep
I want you.
Quiet.
No, you need to tell. You need to tell. Were they carrying weapons? Were they carrying swords? What was the initial evidence and the investigation that you had that it's a law and order problem?
Conducting your debate, I see no point in having having this kind of a debate with a person who jumps in every word I speak. He wants to jump in and create a ruckus, and they want to talk about
Hindus there
religion.
also are
and they want
following
to,
the law,
because
sir.
in another 6 months they have elections. They are looking at this as an
do not play the
opportunity
victim card.
to make a
Do not play
big
like
issue
do not play
out
the victim
of
card.
this kind
Tell how is it
of
a law or a problem?
and they are thinking that they will score brownie points. But
You
let me tell
shouting
you
on
that
this debate, is it
people
a
of
law
Tamil
or not a
Nadu are
problem?
much wiser than what you are. They will understand.
Tamil
And you are
Nadu is
talking
wiser,
about
and
a
this is why
government
it will
where
vote you out.
in a
Leave
population
that
of
aside.
about 87% of the
Elections
people are
will come
Hindus.
and go.
You think that
But
we are
why
trying to
are you
appease
preventing
Muslims?
the
What kind of a
Hindus
stupid
from
logic is that?
practicing their
You
faith?
think that if we are against the Hindus, 87% of the people,
Yes, you are.
you think that the people over there would be voting this party again into power? Come
Sir, there were
2026,
decades
you see
that
what will
Congress
happen.
also used
You
to be
see how
voted
what will
into
happen.
India.
The BJP
That
will
did
have
not make
absolutely
Congress a pro-Hindu party.
place where they can win even a single seat over here.
Fair.
Because
You
the
will-
people of
you
Tamil
may
Nadu
even
are
win
aware
the
about
next election.
BJP's
So let me ask
treachery
you this
and the
bluntly.
things that they are
Dr.
doing,
Kalanidhi
where
Veeraswamy.
wherever they go, they
Dr.
end
Kalanidhi
up with
Veeraswamy,
riots,
let me
they
ask
end up
you
with
this- let me
mayhem,
ask you
and
this
they
very
end up in
bluntly.
violences. This is what has happened
Let's
throughout
assume,
wherever you are.
hypothetically,
You
Dr.
create
Veeraswamy,
such religious
let's
tensions
hypothetically
and
assume
create disharmony among the people.
That
This
in
is what
the upcoming
BJP
assembly
does.
elections, Dr. Veeraswamy, that in the upcoming assembly elections in Tamil Nadu next year, you win, you sweep, you form the government. After the results, will you allow for the Deepam to be lit at that spot?
Madam, you have to understand this court proceedings is something I'm not even talking about till after the elections. I am talking about, see, if there is going to be a Supreme Court, this case has to have its logical conclusion.
A political issue for the
I'm
BJP,
sure that you have
they
to
are
exhaust
raking
all
up
your
for the
legal
elections.
recourse.
I am asking
and then we will,
best of luck to you.
The government will
let
take
your
a
party
decision on
sweep
that.
the elections. Will you allow the Hindus of Tamil Nadu, the devotees of that area, to light the lamp? Will you allow them then? With your party back in power?
No,
it is
already
an election issue for the BJP
you are
or any other
making
party.
it sound as
will you allow them?
Can I respond on that?
Yes.
It is not like as if the deep has not been lit. It has been lit in one place for the last 100 years, and all of a sudden you come and you are creating a ruckus saying that it should be lit in another place. We are saying that we will have our legal recourses, and when we have a legal recourse where there is a High Court order, and when we can appeal against that in the Supreme Court, let us wait it out till we have the legal
Mr. Veeraswamy, with that
appeal,
logic, with that logic, if one of your leaders is caught by the enforcement directorate and caught by the enforcement directorate until the time the court does not give a verdict in Supreme Court, will you agree that your leader should be in jail? Do you agree that your leader should be in jail and you will not appeal?
No, one second. The enforcement directorate,
one of your leaders
the enforcement directorate is a
who's
tools
caught
of the
by the
BJP
enforcement
where
directorate,
you
prima
use
facie
it
is
only
corrupt.
to victimize
With that
opposition
logic,
members,
you are
where you
changing
go
the
ahead and do
prima
that. We have
facie
already seen
principle
that.
of law.
You have arrested some of our ministers
Mr.
under
Veeraswamy, are you
using
saying
the
that an
enforcement
individual
directorate.
from your
Not
party
only from our
who's
party,
caught by the
all
enforcement
opposition
directorate
ruled
is
states
behind
are
bars
being targeted by the ED, and I know pretty well that within the next 6 months we are going to have several more ministers and probably members of parliament also where they are going to be arrested before the election. Some cases, and you will say that these people are all corrupt and they were doing all kinds of nonsense.
Sir, you please fight your political battles with each other, but why are you dragging simple devotees, simple people, the man on the street into all of this? They are not politically aligned. They just want their right to worship. One, by the way, from the court, through the legal route. This is not some extra constitutional move they are making. Dushyant Sridhar responding.
Two very quick points. From the hillock, from the bottom, when we go towards the top, there are two pillars, stone pillars. The topmost stone pillar is referred to as Deepathoon in all our scriptures. The one that was lit yesterday is midway, which is called as Mokshathoon. Clearly, the inscription states that on the day of Karthigai, the Deepathoon has to be lit. Just because 50 plus years it has been lit midway, it doesn't make it right. Point number one. Point number two, the person on the panel said, you have to give others a chance to speak. We have to follow the rules of the debate. Then following the rules, the court orders is also an important thing. When you want the rules to be followed in a debate, why not follow that on ground?
And that's the simple question. Final question I will leave with M.R. Venkatesh. The argument now being made is 10 people were allowed. Why did 1,000 go? that is what precipitated this situation.
No, it did not. It's a blatant lie. And I think only a DMK person can lie to his teeth just like that. People were assembling there since afternoon, hoping that the lamp will be lit. And this order was passed on 1st of December. But when people assembled there and there was no sign of any movement from the temple authorities, we moved a contempt petition at 5, which was heard at 6. An order was passed at 6:05 or 6:07 by the learned single judge, directing that 10 devotees can go up the hillock and light the lamp, along with the CISF personnel. But by that time, huge crowd has gathered. And who allowed this crowd to gather? It is the police. It is a mistake of the police. The learned judge asked, I will pass an order for the entire town to be vacated. The police would not agree. The learned ASG would not agree. So please understand that this is a diabolical plot by the DMK government, its legal officers, its police officers, to ensure that the fundamental rights of the Hindu petitioner is deprived. We will fight till the end. We are determined to fight it legally. We will fight it through the media. We will take it to the People's Court. We will ensure that the downfall of the DMK government is done. Vetrivel Muruganuku Arohara.
But the government is saying you will create a law and order problem. They will again appeal against it. They are appealing against the order you got today.
See, the DMK government talking about law and order is the most funny thing. It's the most world's valuable oxymoron. The DMK government is known to break laws. It has done with impunity on the. What happens to the court then? Have you privatized the courts? Have you done away with the courts? What happened to Article 226? Do we say that the Constitution of India is burnt? Are we saying that it is no longer in force? Are we saying the court orders need not be followed? Are we saying that the IAS and the IPS need not have to have any, the executive need not report anything to the courts in such mandamus issued by the courts? What are we talking about?
Okay,
the problem with Mr. Meerasamy, he is a politician, he can get away with any nonsense. But the courts will not allow such nonsense. That's the problem.
Well, the law of the land ultimately will prevail, has to prevail. The politics aside,
Correct.
Whatever the considerations here are about elections or otherwise, this is the fundamental right of people in this country to practice their religion without any fear or favor. And it's the court of this land which has said clearly that if communal harmony has to be maintained, it cannot be a one-way street. You cannot have one side being stopped from exercising their basic right. Still hoping that the last word and justice comes from the court. Thanks very much, gentlemen, for joining me.